Hi, hello, it's Jenny from the A to Z of Emotional Health, and I'm here with Dermot. Dermot, thank you so much for speaking with me today.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. And I wanted to ask you, as you know, I'm holding conversations with men and asking them, you know, in the world that you've grown up in, and even in the world now, is it okay for you to talk about your feelings? Do you feel it's okay for you to be emotional? I mean, what are your thoughts about this?
I think from a young age, I was always quite a sensitive person. And I think it's probably coming from my family background. My mum and dad were very tactile. So giving hugs and things like that wasn't an issue for me, whereas I know with some of my male friends that is. But I think going through my younger male years, there was definitely a feeling of I suppose to be attractive to the opposite sex and things like that, you had to be more macho, and in a lot of cases, showing signs of emotion was seen as a bit of a weakness. I didn't see it that way, but it did mean, I suppose, that I played the part of the male figure and suppressed those feelings for many, many years. I think as I've got older and feel a bit more comfortable in my own skin, and those sort of things aren't an issue to me anymore. I'm more comfortable being myself and to hell with everyone else. I think I have been able to express my feelings much more, but it has been a journey that I've had to undertake to be able to do that. And it gets mixed reactions as well.
That's it.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think many people are quite surprised that here is a man who is able to be in touch with his feelings and his emotions. That tends to be the female reaction,
Right, okay.
but quite often male reactions is oh, sort of man up, that sort of thing.
Right.
And
That's really interesting, Dermot, because that sounds as though that's almost like a replication of what you experienced in childhood with your peers, that's still around culturally, that actually you need to man up, you need to, still have that macho front.
Oh, definitely, and I do think it is prevalent in society, in the workplace, but also in all sorts of social situations as well.
Mm.
So yeah, I do. I definitely think there is an issue in terms of people. It's not actually necessarily the men not being able to express their feelings. I think it's the reaction from others that they fear,
Right.
and it's people's perceptions of them if they show their emotions too
Right.
much.
Okay. I think that's a really, really valid point, and thank you for sharing that and highlighting it, because at the moment, I think mental health for men is very high on the agenda and is being brought into the public arena, and quite rightly so. And I think what you're highlighting is there are real social and cultural attitudes to overcome, because actually if a guy feels brave enough or courageous enough to speak out and to share his feelings, if he's really not okay, in my experience as a therapist, if we're not well received, it really shuts us down, and it kind of almost gives us a secondary problem, because not only did we have to find the courage to speak in the first place, but it's
Yeah.
almost as though we then feel like we are wrong for doing so, which reinforces this idea that it's not okay for guys to speak out. It's like it's not okay to not be okay. So,
Exactly, and I think that sort of thing is also reinforced in the media, whether through magazines, TV, movies, that sort of thing. That there's always the man is this kind of hero image, the macho kind of figure, and I think in the same way as that women have an issue maybe with their looks, and they always have to be this kind of model type female that is sort of shown in the media. So I think there's different issues for men and different issues for women, but definitely from the male perspective, it's to do with how you show your feelings and your emotions.
thank you so much, Dermot.
You're welcome.
It's been absolutely brilliant to speak with you. You've raised some really, really vital points, and I hope that this conversation will be helpful to others.
Great, thank you.